just waiting on people to join in. So Sakiba, she's letting everyone in. As soon as we have enough attendance, then we'll kickstart. Really.
We have about 11 people, so yeah, so far. So I think more people are joining. But Rafi, I'll leave it down to you when you want to start.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I'll probably share my screen.
I mean, in the meantime, does anyone want to introduce themselves? You can introduce yourself if you want. You're welcome.
In case if you guys are shy, I can introduce myself first quickly. So I'm Aman. I'm the Vice President of the Youth Committee, and I've been in the industry working for over 10 years now. And yeah, I think a good news I want to share with everyone was after this whole second lockdown and everything, hopefully things are going to get, in a more better shape, hopefully. I know it's not those news that you always keep hearing, the critics and negativity that's surrounding everyone, but, just keep yourself optimistic and positive and try to work your best, because there are many opportunities unfolding in the online world. And yeah, people are now becoming more globalized than just venturing with local parties or so yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for the youth committee and everyone who is working from home to explore that territory. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to introduce yourself, I'd be happy to hear from you. And yes, you can always email me if you have any career or employment advice that you want to seek. So it's pretty much my name as amanrafi@gmail.com that you can reach out to me. I'll also type it in the chat as well, so everyone has it. So who wants to go first, introducing themselves after me, that is?
I think me.
Okay, great.
Assalamu alaikum. Nice to see you, everyone. It's Hifjur Rahman. On the screen, H. Rahman. So I work for United Youth Guild. So connecting people. So I like connecting people. So Sagan. Here is a few new brothers and sisters, and youth leaders as well. So who's next? Kieran.
Shall I go next?
That'd be great. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Kausar Thai. I'm a positive coach and training consultant. So perhaps Hifzur Rahman logged me on to this program because I deliver training courses on various aspects on soft skills, including leadership and management, but also youth leadership as well, and employability skills training, and then other soft skills like stress management. At the moment, I've been delivering on how to manage anxiety during this COVID-19 pandemic. And how can we be productive and have confidence and resilience through this lockdown period? And what are the strategies that we could deploy ourselves to be able to be at peace, more to do with our inner peace rather than anything else. So I'm really pleased that there's so many people who are on this project and this initiative internationally, people from different faiths, and I'm really pleased that you are connecting like this. So those who have organized this and who are coordinators in this, I'm really proud to say that you've done a very good job, and you're enabling young people to communicate with each other, learn and share with each other as well. I'm happy to assist you in any way I can. So that's me. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Kausar. Yeah. Whoever's next.
I would like to introduce myself. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Raisa Tabassum Ira. I'm a youth counselor from Bangladesh. Currently, I'm studying engineering in a public university in our country. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Amazing. Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anyone who wants to volunteer to go next? Before I start picking, maybe I can offer another chance. Okay. If you want, I can pick Leeson. Leeson, are you there?
Yeah, we all know each other for the last time because I know some new people, new faces are out there. So I'm just here to, welcome them and just to hear the good story what they're bringing out to the team. So that's why I'm just here, not saying anything at this moment. I might gonna join soon.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. No, I know in this meeting, we've actually been interacting before, and there are many familiar faces there and new faces. And, a warm welcome to everyone who's joined the team and the group. So, congratulations as well. And a warm welcome from all of the members.
Congratulations, everyone, and a welcome to the team.
Right. So I don't know if we should get started, Sakiba, or are there more?
Yeah, shall we get started? I mean, I know that this slot is 30 minutes, so if by chance, if this link expires, there's a part 2. I'm sure everyone has the link to that. I have actually posted it up in the group as well. So if this one cuts off, then can you please join part 2?
Amazing, thanks. So I'm just going to share my screen quickly.
Brilliant.
So in case the meeting ends, like Sakib had mentioned, we're going to have to join the second link that's been supplied. So yeah, to all those who've been here before, I know you've probably have gone through this session, and there's some changes I've made to it. But yes, with regards to a team interaction, everyone's most welcome to speak their mind and actually share their thoughts or even answer. And yeah, this is pretty much for everyone to take back and absorb this knowledge and share it with the rest of the team as well. I'll be sharing this presentation at the end of this meeting as well. And if you have any questions, as I supplied by email, you can reach out to me. So house rules is, if you can please keep on mute during the presentation. And yeah, there will be chances given to interact and engage. So then you can unmute and please, write down notes and any questions that you have so we can revisit them and answer once we have the Q&A session. And yeah, you're allowed to make notes during the session. So this is not copyright material, so you can actually take this away and learn from it. Like I said, I'll be sending the presentation across to you. Anyone who wants this copy, they can reach out to me. And yeah, even if you have any questions after the event, you're most welcome to write up to me and ask any questions on my email. Yeah, all sounds good. So what I would call this is accelerate your own ambition. So you can actually, put down your own journey and map out how you want to grow and how you want to develop your career and employability prospects. So what we'll be talking through today is with regards to the employability and how you can CV and what are the challenges that you face and during this pandemic time and how you can actually cope up with those. So before we get started, I've actually prepared a small quiz. Some people probably might seen this, so you are still more than welcome to jump in and answer those. Yeah. So approximately how many tons of carbon emission are reduced thanks to our remote work? Any answers? Any people who probably might know from the last session, they're also welcome to answer this. Okay, so I can go about
3.6.
That's right, yes, the 3.6 million tons, correct. So we're actually reducing and saving on a lot of carbon emission waste. Yeah, so that's great. On average, how much dollars per year do businesses now save per each remote working employee? What's your suggestion on that?
11.
11, yes, correct. Yeah, so great. Now, the percentage of workers said they'd prefer working remotely at least some of the time for the rest of their careers. How many of that percentage are they?
30%.
Okay, it's actually 99% of workers. So there's only those 1% who opted out for it. But yeah, 95% of workers prefer having at least some time as remote working. Okay, so interesting quiz question I have here. How many eggs does the average chicken lay per year? Any? Yeah, you can make any guesses. Okay, so that's actually 260 eggs a year. So there's like 365 days. So you can imagine an average how chickens are laying eggs that many. Yeah, so um, with regards to our next question, if we move on, what is a common name for nitrous oxide?
It's laughing gas.
That's correct. Yes, laughing gas. Amazing. Yeah. So I know many of you probably might have seen these, but yeah, it's a good way to just jog up your memory. Yeah. Okay. So CV writing. So we're just going to go straight into it. So yeah, before we actually jump into how to write a CV, what I wanted to focus on is identify those 5 common CV mistakes that kill your chances. And obviously there's these professional recruiters, so they actually have just maybe 5-6 seconds of your time really to review or just to get a glance of your CV really, because they have this pile and pile of CVs coming through. And with this online world today, everyone's applying online. By average, there's like thousands of people, who apply to a particular job vacancy, and it's actually the recruiter or the hiring manager. They have to skim through all those CVs. So imagine this way, that you are watching YouTube, right? And the brands, they're there in the first 5 seconds or 6 seconds before you can actually skip the ad, right? If you like the ad, if you're there, you would watch the whole, advertisement or commercial on YouTube. Otherwise, if it's not relevant to you, you'll just skip it, correct? Yeah. So that's how, things are, unfortunately, in today's world. And it's all about creating that impact. So how do you do that and avoid these mistakes? It's not when people, they don't do their research before they apply. So it's very important that you do your research before you employ. You understand the role that you're applying for, your CV is relevant to it, right? So these are really important. Now, the second thing is poor writing and readability. Now, I've actually suggested here cvmaker.uk. You can use that to obviously address any poor writing skills or readability skills, and they have like really amazing, great templates that you can use as well. However, there are many other websites out there you're most welcome to use, but you have to actually manage to um, write your CV in a proper manner. And I'll go through that later in the future as well. But it's highly important that you opt out of poor writing and readability aspects. Now, the other thing that I've noticed is that people or candidates or applicants, they end up using ridiculous email addresses like, beautiful, pretty girl, or, they would write like, gamer boy or things like that, 2746 at yahoo.com. I mean, these email addresses are just a big turnoff. It's better to keep it very professional and simple. You can just use your name or other, hyphens or numerics to it. So that would be much more preferred. So for example, like my own email as amanrafi@gmail.com is as simple as this. So, even if you have a long, lengthy email, you could have emails like, Muhammad Rehman Malik at yahoo.com or hotmail.com or whatever. So don't be shy of using your whole full name as well. It just makes it sound more professional. CV cliches. So what I mean by that is all talk and no impact. So what it means is like you can write amazing CVs, pretty much, copy paste CVs from, all across the web, but that's not how you go about doing so. in the CV, you have to talk about your own experience or your own core skills and experience and expertise that you carry. It's not about just, I'll be an amazing worker, I'll be like this, I'm very hardworking, I'm this and I'm that. I think it's all talk and no impact. The way that you can actually look into and make this better is, rather than making promises, you talk about what you know, what you are, who you are, and what do you like to do? What's your next step? Where you want to be in the next 5 years. I think those are the strong things that you can put in down on your CV. Now, a non-optimized CV. So what I say here is, a lot of the CVs, they miss their core competences. So what I mean by core competences, your core skills or things that you are bringing on the table towards, when you're either joining a new employer or you're volunteering or whatever the kind of work you're doing. What is it that you're bringing in to the business? What's the benefits they can reap from you? What are your core competences? So those are the key values that you have to put down. Now, what to do if you have no experience, right? So I know this is a youth committee, and a lot of the youths who come in and join, many of them, they don't have experience at all. But there are instances where you might not have work experience, but you might have experience, working or volunteering, So when it comes to experiences, it's not all about just working on a full-time or part-time job. You can be a student, you can work even as a freelancer, even volunteer, do internships, you can take up certifications, or you can be part of summits. So you can actually talk about those experiences. Yeah. So it's very important that we don't confuse work or employment history with experience or experiences that you reap from your whole entirety of life. So for a graduate, it's ideal that many, even graduate programs today, when you're studying for your bachelor's or for your master's, you can actually go about and do a lot of the voluntarily work with, you can put in your applications to do internships as well. Even you can work part-time, put that skill down if it's relevant. You can take up certifications and other courses and include that as part of your experience and skills. Yeah. Now, CV writing tips that I've put in here. Obviously, we can spend a whole day talking about writing CVs and how you can make your CV amazing. However, these are just a few points that I've jolted down, which are like really brief in that sense. So your CV is your sales tool, you can say. Yeah, so you're trying to sell yourself and you want to grab the attention of the recruiter so that they actually have that glance at your CV and they would end up inviting you for an interview. You remember what I said before, you only have that 5-6 second amount of time of window. So you need to be very catchy and grab the recruiter's attention. That doesn't entirely mean that you have to put a nice picture or you have to make the templates so vibrant or so attractive or so colorful. No, what I mean by this of attention grabbing is that everything is in the right proportion. So, and it's readable, and they, in front of the recruiters, what are they trying to find and look for, they can quickly look for, identify those skills or experience that you have on your profile. So that's crucial, because a lot of the times you might have amazing, great experience, even great qualification and other core competencies. However, you probably have not placed them or written them properly. What I mean by that is you might actually end up writing paragraphs and paragraphs of things, and it's just all cramped up. But you have to polish it. You have to filter out, the takeaways from it and put across in your CV as bullet points or as notes, or make separate sections out of it. This is what's really important. Now, who is going to read your CV? So that's either going to be your hiring manager or the personal assistant of the hiring manager or a recruiter, right? One who knows exactly what they're looking for. And nowadays, there are many of the softwares as well, which are there to actually reduce the pile of CVs for you from 100 to 10 or 100 to 5. Now these days, like I mentioned, by average, there for each role, 1,500, 2,000 applicants by average, they come out easily. And it's very hard for even a recruiter or a personal assistant to grow through all that bunch of CVs. So many agencies now, what they're trying to do is they're bringing in that software and tool which actually does the job for them. And what it does is it picks up on those keywords or those core competencies or those exact what you say paraphrases that they're looking for to identify and shortlist, and then they bring out that shortlist in front of the recruiter. So it's very important that whichever vacancy that you apply for, you research it thoroughly and basically make your CV relevant towards it and mention those keywords there. Now, the right structure would include name, contact details, key skills, employment history, or if you don't have experience, then you can put down other experiences, as I mentioned and spoke about. Education, including relevant qualifications. You can even drill down and put down your interests as well. Many people are also adding in a personal statement or a summary of what they've done or what they're looking for in their next role. So certainly for a CV to look good, it's very important that the CV, the format is clear, consistent, and the whole layout makes sense and it's easy to identify. And don't shame out on writing bullet points or adding headings to it. So try to put that. Now, how to write that winning CV. So a UK graduate vacancy accrues like 39 applicants on average, while experienced applications are 136 every day. You get in, and only 3 or 4 people are invited for an interview. That's the whole reality of it. And if you register with the recruitment agency, obviously that consultant or recruiter can actually help you sell yourself, and basically match your skills with the job description and the job title. However, even when you sign up with the recruiter, your CV still needs to stand out. So don't just rely on the recruiter to polish up your CV. They're not there to actually help you. They're there to actually do their job, and their job is to hire right talent. Yes, there are good amount of recruiters out there who are ready to lend their help and help you out. However, be mindful that you actually at the end of the day have to do your research and study and polish up your CV, and you can actually take advice from a recruiter on how to make it better. So it's very important to look into those. Now, you also need to be able to adapt your CV to suit those different types of vacancies. So there's no problem in making those minor tweaks or adding those keywords or making your CV sound a little different based on the job description, as long as you carry that. And try not to lie on your CV. Be very mindful of that, because even a hiring manager, recruiter, they can easily catch you on those, and it actually looks bad on you if you actually lie about a certain skill or so. The best mode of method to do is if there is a job description out there. So for example, if I'm looking for a job role in project management or an IT expert, and I should look at their job descriptions online and see what core competencies and key skills I should have, what sort of qualifications should I have, and then work towards those. Try to get those, try to learn about it, rather than making stuff up. And use action verbs, so telling your employer what you've achieved. Use those positive verbs, how you grew, how you built, how you led, on that front. And rather than just using generic words or making promises. And make sure you also use keywords that match that specific job role or job title that you applied for. So that's your CV, even when it goes through that automatic tracking system or through that, those hiring managers can easily pick up on your CV. Now, the top 5 CV myths, which I've debunked, myself and after speaking to other experts as well. that have come across through this. So myth number one, CVs aren't even that important anymore. The reality is that CV is your first chance to make an impact. So the first impression does matter a lot. A lot of people might have different sort of view about it, that first impression is not the last impression and things like that. However, you don't know if you're going to meet that person again. So that recruiter who's there, obviously he's not going to be there to meet you again if he's rejected you in the first go. So try to make that impact even in the first chance that you get. Now, the myth number two, a few grammar mistakes won't make a difference. Yeah, I'm actually getting a lot of messages here in the chat. Let me see, there's a lot of chat history coming through. Sorry about that. Okay, so the second myth is a few grammar mistakes won't make a difference. Now, from my reference, grammar does count. And why would I say that? Is because many um, CVs out there and many employers, they are actually looking at those CVs and making those judgments as to, how you focus on detail. Do you have attention towards detail, and what are your writing skills like? So it's very important that you reflect that in your CV. Myth three, a hiring manager won't read anything longer than 2 pages. So that's not entirely true, as long as it's relevant and concise. So what's key in your CV is actually making those things relevant. Yeah. Then myth number four, if it's on the job spec, it needs to be on your CV. Not necessarily. What it is that your achievements have to be there, yeah, which will be more impressive than a generic skill set copied from a job spec. And fifth myth is I need to make my CV graphically and visually appealing to stand out. So like I said, it just has to be easy on the eyes, readable, and make it more legible, as well as it should be easy to navigate through for a recruiter and to pick up those key competencies and skills experience that you have. Now, writing a CV to succeed in the times of pandemic. Now, with some sort of normality gradually returning, after hoping that this would return after this third lockdown surpasses, and knowing that there's been employees and people who have been furloughed or either been made redundant, there are many people who are anxious about what the future might hold for them. So, and it's now more important that our CVs, are more compelling when a hiring manager or recruiter looks at it. So more positively, the COVID-19 lockdown might well have provided you with the light bulb moment and realization, oh, this is something that I want to try out, or this is the direction where I want to grow towards. So, with your existing CV, well, they might not longer be that fit for all purpose, and you probably might need to shape and change your CV and create that CV where you have your skills transferable and they are there as a front foot, and all the employers, hiring managers and recruiters, they actually can see and navigate through that. Now, top things to reflect on your new job search, is ability to adapt to and manage change and uncertainty. Now that we are living in that world where things have become so uncertain, and we have to keep adapting and changing ourselves and be able to manage in those pressures and challenges. And so we have to be very resilient and have that problem solving approach. We have to be sort of comfortable working independently and remotely and flexible. So those are key attributes that you have to plug in when you're making that new CV and making that new job search. And try to make the most out of your time and learn new skills and commit to continuing your professional development. Yeah, be online, stay online. Now, what I mean by that is now that everything's moving to becoming more, online, Internet of Things, and remote, So it's more important that you become more digitally and online savvy, and you're always available, because the opportunity is not going to wait for you. And the opportunity comes in, you need to grasp it. Yeah. Now you can actually start using LinkedIn and many other job search portals out there. So I just actually picked up the free placement where you can actually make great connections. There is also a premium paid version as well, but for the, many people, even the freemium package has worked for them as well. And you can actually learn a lot of things on LinkedIn itself around. There are many topics around how to polish and how to make your CV stand out and look better, how to make your new job search, things like that. As well as there are notes out there and courses out there and resources that can help you with regards to how you can face and adapt to challenges which you are facing post-pandemic. And yeah, I would encourage you to watch as many LinkedIn videos and YouTube videos and any resources that you can find which are legit and reliable, and learn more about how you can be the leader in your job spec. Yeah, basically, you need to be able to draft a plan for yourself and understand this is where I want to be, and this is the job title I want to focus towards, and make those objectives realistic and try to move towards that. And last but not least, never give up. Don't give up. So there, I've been in a situation myself where people have rejected, but the consistent and determination in your hard in the work that you put up, that's what most counts. So don't give up. Keep approaching new people, keep developing your network, right? And actually, LinkedIn is a great source for many youth who can actually make connections, build a network from there. And even in my youth time, I've actually gone up to many big employers, managers, directors, and you know, I added in my network connection and spoke to them. And many a times you can actually land a role or basically be a apprentice to them and do an internship. So it's a really amazing tool that you can use. Yeah. Now that just sums up everything. So if you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer those even now. I'm just going to quickly look through the chat if there's any questions. Yeah.
I would like to suggest a brilliant, Rafi. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think it should be a little bit of helpful to every one of us here.
Okay, amazing.
Very nice.
So I want to welcome any ideas if everyone would like to share with regards to, what could the next session be about, or if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to, ask and make suggestions too.
Am I audible?
Yes, Hijab, I think your audio's on, so you can ask questions.
Okay. So I don't have any question, but I want to suggest that let's have a next session on interviewing skills.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nice idea.
No, that's a great idea.
That's great. Yeah, Hijab. I think, having interview skills and negotiating skills as well is a great way to, secure that job and not just work for the benefit of it, but also reward yourself as well. So yes, I'll try definitely to prepare something in the line of how you can prepare yourself for an interview. What are the points that you need to look into to basically nail that interview really, and have those negotiation skills for the best remuneration package. Yeah. So that's a great idea, Hijab. Anyone else has great ideas to share?
Hi.
Hi. Afir.
Okay. The net problem reason we can't, we missed some presentation slide. Can you send this presentation in our mail? It's
Yes,
very
most
useful to
definitely.
us.
Yes, most definitely. If you would just drop me a quick note or an email, I'll just type my email address to everyone again. Aman.
My mail address is asmathamidu@gmail.com. I can send it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can drop me a private message, no problem. And I can definitely
Okay.
share it.
Okay. Thank you. Here, the heavy rain, that reason we can't, net problem, that time I'm missing some slides.
Okay, amazing. I understand. If I think I can't hear you well, if you can repeat your question again or your suggestion. If you're having difficulty with the microphone,
you can always type your question in the
Yeah.
chat as well if there's any difficulty with the microphone or if you can't hear us or anything, just please pop your question in the chat as well.
Right. No, there's great ideas, flowing in. So keep that flow coming in, Basically what I want to see is an idea coming from every member. Yeah. And that'd be great. If you want, I can start off with an idea. So my idea would be to,
Hi, Alfred here. Can I share some short words from and ideas
yeah,
about
sure. Okay,
jobs,
no worries.
and about your goals? I think everyone have a think about your short-term and long-term goals, what you want in your futures, and which type of career you join this. So first you'll decide that your goals. After that, you will be take your skills and apply for this.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Asif. So also my own idea, so I'm also volunteering as well, is well-being is very important, especially when we're in this time right now during pandemic, and we're all in a closed space and we're all working remotely. And yeah, I think we're missing out on those social aspects as well. So our well-being mentally and physically, everything's really important. And we have to focus on those while building our confidence and our resilience towards this. How and things are becoming more challenging. So yeah, that's my idea to put forward through.
Thank you. Thank you, Rafi. Excuse me, I just want to introduce our international advisor, just in Dr. Elizabeth Elizabeth Lucas. Yeah. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Yeah. Now, I think there's a question from Raisa Tabassum. We can have discussions about soft skills. Yes, most definitely. Soft skills, I think I can definitely deliver something on that too. Any other suggestions from other people? Like I said, and don't stop. These are amazing ideas floating through, and probably need ideas from everyone and this member. Even I can start from you, Rahman. I mean, you're the leader here, so yeah.
Or me?
Yeah, an idea from you would be great too.
Okay, so thank you, everyone. Thank you, joining us. Thank you for joining us today. So my idea is Rafi asking about like youth works idea. So my idea is we can share our thoughts with youths, and we're connecting people. So we need to know how we're connecting people and bring it in a platform, in our platform. Yeah, that's my opinion actually. So bringing in our platform and support them. So support them however we can. So
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Rahman.
okay, you're welcome.
Any more ideas floating in?
So which about this idea?
Like ideas around how our next sessions could be like, and what sort of delivery we need to put in so that we all can benefit from, as well as the youth. So
My suggestion is that you help it with anyone's who are a youth and who are the pupils, poor childs, and anywhere. So my suggestion that you help with anyone's, not you mention that like this, you're poor and anything else. Then you will be get easily skills in anywhere. Uh, um, different type of and different structures in the during the skills. You will be seen.
yeah, great, Asif. Thank you. Um, Probably I might have to poke you, Sakiba, at one point to land an idea for us as well, and also the other members who are still shying. So please, more than welcome to share ideas.
Sure.
Hello, is oh, Sakiba, I think your mic is on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Hi. Great. So welcome everyone to our seminar. And my idea was just to create, connect youth around globally, give them training in every aspects like which they require. Like we had some great suggestions like for CV and applications and soft skills. So yeah, and also as Asif said, to connect people who are I think my mic is going. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah.
now.
So it's just my idea was to connect with youth globally.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. Any more suggestions from? So let me just. Should I start poking people who haven't shared ideas yet?
Hello, before you start poking people. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Dr. Elizabeth Lucas. How are
Let me
you?
see if I can.
Hello.
All right. Can
Hello.
you see me now? Yes.
Yes,
Let
we
me
can
just
see you.
get this
Yes.
one. Hold on. I'm just being there. Hold on a second. Okay. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you so much, Queen Elizabeth.
All right. Firstly, I want to say thank you very much for inviting me to this meeting. I feel young when I'm in the midst of the young people. I'm also young at heart, so don't worry, just ignore my gray hair. Right. Firstly, I want to say thank you very much to the founder and president of this United Youth Group. I'm grateful to be among you, and also I'm grateful for appointing me as one of your global advisor. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu. I'm from United Kingdom, although originally from Nigeria. And even if you don't know me, I know your president or founder. We've shared the platform together in 2 places or something like that. Yes, here we come. We're talking about ideas. Well, I don't know if I'm late because I don't know really what your plans are I don't know. But what I will try to advise us is when you set up a plan, just make sure that we are all doing it together, you know, but we need that plans to be more clear, so that we all understand it. And then this kind of platform is the best way for us, for every one of us to involve, to bring your ideas. Let us all sit together. Let us hear one another. No one is perfect in this place. You know, no one is perfect. We are all equal. So if you have any idea how, because all what we want to achieve is we want to put our message across as a youth. We want people to hear us. And we also want to impact into other people's life, especially our younger ones or even our mates. We want to help them like we are helping ourselves as well. I mean, there is a lot of opportunities around you, around us. And one person might not see what I see, or I might not see what you see. But if we come, that is why this platform is very unique. When we come together, every one of us be ready to share. No one is perfect, like I said. And let me see, are you hearing me? Can you hear me? So no one is perfect. No
Yes, we
ideas,
can hear.
which
Yes, we
ideas,
can get you.
every ideas, every
Yes, I hear
ideas
you.
is unique. So let us be free. Let's be open to one another. That's the only way we can do this together. Networking is very good. Let us also see or look outside the box. I heard that one today as well, somewhere else in another meeting. Let's look beyond. You understand? Maybe our ideas here, maybe the way we look at it, we might be thinking, will this one happen? Will this one be possible? Can we achieve this? Well, my own message is yes, you can. No matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how difficult that thing will be, one thing I want you to know that we can achieve it together. Together we stand, and together we can achieve it. I'm always here for you, even though I'm your advisor. I'm also learning from you. No one is perfect, like I said. I'm here to listen to you. I'm also here to share maybe one or two thoughts. Sometimes I might be quiet because I'm a very good listener and I'm a very good observant. And at the same time, I'm very strict. If I see anything wrong, I will call the founder, the president, and I will say what I need to say. I don't keep. And that is why I'm free. And that is why I have a very free heart. I say it as it comes. I'm very honest and I'm very truthful. So, but at the same time, let us all be free to listen to one another, to bring all our ideas on the table. Every one of us are unique, and there is always greatness in every one of us. Every one of us has something very important to put on this table. So I'm only here to advise you because really, I don't know yet what your project is or what your plans is, but this is just to encourage you. As personally, I'm an inspirational speaker and I'm a mentor and I'm also a global advisor. So that is the only thing I can say at the moment. So let us continue. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes. Those are amazing words, Dr. Elizabeth. And thank you so much for, that's amazing and motivational to, I think, everyone in the group. And the essence that you bring to this team, not just only as an advisor, but also as a mentor, I think that's just remarkable.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, so we have about 5 minutes left until this meeting ends. Does anyone else want to share their ideas? I have popped the United Youth Guild email address in the chat as well. So if you want to share any ideas, you are welcome to do so. And also Aman's email address is in the chat as well. So if you want a copy of your slide of today's presentation, please pop him an email. And I think lastly, I think Hifzur Rahman, you had something to share in the group.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you for tonight, because in Asia there is midnight. So thank you for joining us. And we'll announce one global contest in the group. So please check it out. Yeah, and stay safe and healthy. And thank you everyone. I'm passing to Shakiba and Aman.
Right. So say thank you everyone for attending today's presentation.
Thank you.
I know everyone joined from different parts of the world, and it's just amazing to see everyone come together, you know, in this pandemic, you know, working together for youth. So thank you for that. And I'd also like to say thank you, Dr. Elizabeth, as well, for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Elizabeth.
Aman, would you like to say?
Thank you, Dr. Elizabeth. Thank you to the entire team. Thank you, Rahman, for putting this through. And thank you, Sakiba, for being an amazing host.
Excuse me.
And welcome to the new members who've joined the team. And congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.